In AI labs, one way people think that we might be able to reach AGI is through deep research AI agents. Deep research refers to the process of systematically gathering, analyzing, and synthesizing information to answer complex questions or solve challenging problems, often requiring multi step reasoning, diverse data sources, and critical evaluation of collecting information. MiroThinker and related tools are one such example of deep research agents and models. In this video, we are going to install MiroThinker locally and we will test it out on few of the deep research prompts and benchmarks. I will also be discussing the whole ecosystem this around this MiroMind, because not only this, they have released a lot of other stuff and open sourced it recently. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel as it helps a lot. Coming back to this Agentic software, I want to talk a bit more about as what exactly this deep research AI agent is, because it is different from the usual AI agents. It is even different from what we used to do in simple AI powered applications. So it is very important to mark the distinction between these two. But before that, let's get the installation underway. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA H100 with 48 GB with 80 GB of VRAM. Now they also have released this model in 7 billion, 14 billion. I am going to go with 32 billion because for deep research, the larger the model, the better, by the way. Okay, so now that is done. Let me use this command, which is a VLLM, to serve this MiroMind model on my local system. If you don't know what VLLM is, just go to my channel and search it with VLLM and you should be able to find a video to get it installed with GUI. So just watch this first video and this will describe how to install VLLM. I already have it and I'm going to run it on my local system. First time when you run it, it is going to download the model. Also, if you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. And the model is being now downloaded. I also want to introduce you to another multi-agent workforce software, which is Agent, who are sponsoring the video. Agent is the world's first multi-agent workforce desktop application, empowering you to build, manage, and deploy a custom AI workforce that can turn your most complex workflows into automated tasks, and you will find their link in video's description. While that model downloads, let's talk a bit more about this MiroThinker, which comes with this MiroThinker model. So what exactly is happening here? First, let's try to understand this deep research AI agents. Unlike simple web searches or quick fact lookups, deep research involves digging into primary sources, cross-verifying facts, following leads across multiple domains autonomously, and connecting insights in a structured way. In AI, a deep research agent such as this one and on this GitHub repo is a specialized autonomous system designed to perform this kind of investigation. It can break a large question into sub-questions, search various sources like APIs, documents, datasets, evaluate credibility, and build a coherent final answer, essentially acting like a tireless, methodical research assistant. Now, if you go through their GitHub page, I mean the MiroMind who are behind this MiroThinker, they have open sourced something called as Miro ODR or Open Deep Research, which is an open source project from MiroMind aiming to make such AI agents fully transparent and reproducible. It includes MiroFlow, which is a developer friendly agent framework, MiroThinker, the model which we just saw, which is capable of multi-step reasoning, and Miroverse, which is a large open training dataset of 147K samples. And they have also open source MiroTrain, which is a full reinforcement learning and fine-tuning pipeline. The focus here is to make research agents that can use tool intelligently, sustain long reasoning chains, and be fully reproducible without hidden proprietary components. Now there is a catch there, and I will talk about it towards the end of the video. I will also show you the whole command, the whole step-by-step structure as how you can do the evaluation with this Miro Minds agents and ODR. But for now, let's go back to the terminal and see if our model has been downloaded. It's almost there. Hopefully it will fit onto my GPU. If not, we might move to 14 billion. But anyway, let's give this one a try. Okay, looks better. Just consuming over 60 gig of VRAM, which is a very standard for 30 billion or 32 billion model these days. And the model is now being served. As you can see, let's start our graphical user interface with Open Web UI, and then we will access the model. And as I said, if you don't know how to install it, just watch that video which I showed you. Let's access it in the browser. And you can see that now our MiroThinker is being served. Let's ask it a real deep research task. So I'm just going to remove this. And what I'm asking here is to investigate whether abandoned underground mines in Australia could be economically converted into large-scale battery storage facilities, include geological suitability, existing infra, case studies from other countries, environmental risks, potential partnerships, and all that stuff. And then I'm asking it to provide me all findings with citations, pitfalls, and other stuff. So this prompt combines geology, engineering, energy policy, environmental science, and economics. And it could be a good test for our deep research agents, multi-domain reasoning, plus projections and everything. Let's run this. It is thinking. Let's check out the thinking. So you see it is understanding what we are asking it to do. And I believe it is built on top of Qwen 3 model, which is another amazing model from Alibaba. We have covered all of those models on the channel. You see it is understanding. I want to ask about case studies, risks, partnerships, and everything. So it is going to think long and hard, I believe. So I will just let it think for a bit, and then we will go from there. Or maybe while it thinks and other stuff, I will let it think. It is still thinking, and then while it thinks, let's talk a bit more about if you want to implement this whole deep research agent, how would you do that? So first up, go to their GitHub repo. You see they also have this demo. So if you click on this demo, it is going to take you to their website where you can just pick any question or enter any message. So maybe I will ask it the same message here, the Australian one. You see, again, it's a same sort of answer which we saw just now. So it is planning, it is doing the same thing. You see, these are the sources. So it is going to plan and research and everything. Now, how do you install it on your own system? These are all the steps. First, you need to git clone this, then download this data, which is the sample data. And then from there, you would need to evaluate it. The one problem which I see, or maybe a bit of a nuisance, is that you would need a lot of API keys. So you would need the Serper API key for Google search. You would need this E2B API key for AI sandboxing so that you can run your code in a secure environment. And both of these sites are here. This is Serper, and then this is E2B. You can get your API keys. There is some free tier, but you can exhaust it very, very quickly, especially for these deep research tasks. This can just go crazy, very, very quickly. I have seen it happening. And then you can use open source models like Qwen and stuff, but deep research tasks, in my humble opinion, work better with models like Claude or OpenAI's, especially the new one, ChatGPT 5 or GPT-5. So those are the API keys you would need, and these are the paid options, all of them. Now, sorry, and one thing I would really want to say is that if you go to the benchmarks which they have shared on their GitHub repo, you would see that still the closed models like GPT and Claude are way, way better even on the benchmarks, you see. So this is what really, drives home the point that you still are very much reliant on these big labs with a lot of resources to do your deep research tasks anyway. So we'll just check out what is happening. So this is my model, which it has created everything after thinking for some time. So again, it is talking about geological suitability, some of the citations, and then of course if you would provide it the internet access, it is going to do that, just like I showed you with those API keys. Existing infra, case studies, so US, Canada, Sweden, pretty good. So it has done the instruction following quite nice, and then it has provided you some of the regulatory hurdles. So it's a full sort of feasibility report which it has provided in a very confined way. Now, definitely, as I said, you could always improve it. You could always check out how to do more deep research. So, for example, this is where the actual API calls are being made. So that is why it is taking a bit more time. I think so if you're looking to implement some sort of deep research agents, not only you would have to download the model and serve it like that, which I showed you, but also you would have to follow all of these steps to give it internet access plus some sandbox environment where it could evaluate stuff. And this is where I think the project needs to improve a lot, because if you go to this GitHub, it doesn't tell you in any way how to implement what they have shown here in the sandbox environment. This one, sorry. Yes, you can run some evaluations and stuff, but at the end of the day, we want to do this. They have done wonderfully well in terms of open sourcing everything, but I think they should complete the step by letting us know how to build this thing which you see on your screen. And you see that it is hitting some of the API limits and stuff. So I will just let it run, but I believe you got the idea that things are moving quite good and really good on MiroMind to open sources. I think the model is quite good, even if you don't want to use it for deep research. Other than reasoning, I like the way it did the reasoning in a very, very nuanced way. And that is all we want at this point in time. That's it. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.